gentlemen, and welcome back. Today we have got a very fun duel between us for you today, and we are going to be mixing up the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! A little bit and making one another's deck for one another. So yeah, it could be very interesting. I know I had a lot of fun making Matt's deck because frankly I won't be using it, and I'm excited to see what Matt ends up producing for me. So Matt, would you like to talk them through the rules?
Yeah, before I get into the rules, Jordan, I'm happy to, first of all, second that. I did have a lot of fun making this deck and just finding ways to be a little bit torturous, but not too torturous. I mean, we still want a fun deck for the duel for the viewers, don't we? So yeah, really going into this duel, the main rules that we had is that we had to both sort of follow the same deck layout. 20 monster cards of any monsters, 10 spells and 10 traps, and a full 15 card extra deck. And then the only other stipulations being every sort of spell and trap card at least had to be able to activate their effect. Monster cards, they had to be at least summonable in the deck. So in theory, every card needs to be usable or summonable from the deck build screen. You know, that's saying like if I wanted Chaos Sorcerer in my deck for Jordan, I wouldn't have to make every other monster light or dark. I would just have to provide at least one material. You know, it's not my fault then if the game doesn't go that way where you don't get your light darks in the graveyard before you see Chaos Sorcerer. Well, hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you'll understand more when we get to the deck building screens. Jordan, I believe you are opening your deck for me first.
Yes, I believe so. I'm looking forward to it. Okay guys, so this is the deck that I've built for Matt, and I had a lot of fun making this, mostly because I'm not the one who has to use it. And with this deck, I kind of wanted to go for a strategy that was going to be interesting. It was still going to be fun to play because he has some powerful cards in here. He does. He has some high attackers, high defenders. But I kind of wanted all of them to come with a cost against him. So this is kind of what I've gone with. So we have Balancer Lord, which basically allows me to summon a few of the link monsters that I've got in the extra deck, but also you have the option for a fairly decent effect, but you have to pay 1,000 life points. So that's going to burn down his life points if he wants to activate that effect, basically. We also have Flick Clown, which again, very similar card. Is gonna, you've got a pretty awful effect in all honesty. 1,000 life points to actually activate that effect. Now I know he has the choice not to activate that effect, which is good, but my plan with this is to kind of just give him fairly shite cards, and if he wants to activate their effects, he's just going to be burning his own life points further and further down, basically, until he's hopefully dead. This is probably his most powerful card in terms of just tribute summon monsters. This is Gandora X, the Dragon of Demolition. So it's a fairly decent card. You know, it can sort of take the attack of another monster, but again, he has to halve his life points, and I believe that's a repeating effect. Once per turn during your end phase, halve your life points. So that's just going to get him down and down and down every single turn that this monster is on the field, which is what I want. Now, it can't kill him, but if I can get him very low, all it takes is one attack, and then he's done. So then we've got Injection Fairy Lily, which is obviously a fairly decent card, because you can activate her effect, and then you get 3,000 attack, which can beat over a lot of defenders and, of course, attackers. But you have to pay 2,000 life points. So I'm thinking if I can get him in a position, depending on what deck he's built for me, if I can get him in a position where I've walled up, and his only way to get over me is to actually use Injection Fairy Lily's effect, he's just going to be burning 2k life points every single time. And if he did that once for each, that's 6k life points. He's almost dead already. Then we've got Jirai Gumo, which, again, fairly strong 4-star monster, 2.2k attack, which isn't great, for me anyway. But if he declares an attack and basically tosses a coin and calls it wrong, he does have to halve his life points. So again, this is just going to reduce his life points even lower. This is Key Mouse. So Key Mouse I basically threw in so that Matt had a tuner, because I wanted to basically, while still making a fairly bad deck overall, I actually wanted to give Matt still options. So I wanted him to be able to play with Synchros, Xyz, Links, etc, etc. So that's what I've done. So I've got this tuner in here. It's a 1-star, which basically means that it can be put into basically any Synchro that I've put in the extra deck. but it's all around fairly awful. Like the effect's okay, it just kind of floats into itself basically. But it's okay. It's just a weak monster pretty much, which is kind of what I want. So hopefully he won't be able to summon the synchros. Then we've got the Fabled Cat Sith, which is again a fairly weak tuner. Um, the effect is not really something I'm too happy about because obviously he can select a face-up card on the field and destroy it. But I don't know. I'll have to cross that bridge. This is pretty much the only removal I think that he actually has, bar a couple of cards that you have to pay life points for. So I'm not too worried about that, and it's a fairly weak card overall. And it does have to be discarded to activate that effect as well. But I'm not intending to discard anything. Hopefully, depending on the deck Matt's made me. Now we have the Immortal of Thunder, which is just an all-round horrifically bad card. This is basically just a net minus 2,000 life points. So again, if I could get him down, like if he draws all three of these, sets them, and then I flip them, which to be fair would be stupid on his part, he would probably be better off just normal summoning the monster. But if he did set the monster and I attack into it, yeah, sure, he gains 3,000 life points, but chances are I'm going to be able to actually beat over the Immortal of Thunder. And then he's kind of stuck on 2k less life points. And if he gets all three on the field, and they're all destroyed, and they're all been flipped, he's then going to be down to 2k life points. And all I've done is destroy 3 monsters, which is very nice. And finally, we have Yoko Tuner, which again is just a very, very weak 1-star tuner. Again, it allows him to summon a tuner from his hand or graveyard, but again, all the tuners are weak, which is kind of what I want. And my plan is to basically have these weak monsters on the field so I can just keep destroying them over and over again. He's never going to have enough stars on the field to actually synchro summon. That's kind of my plan, and then he's just going to burn down his own life points, and hopefully I'll be able to defeat him. Now let's go into the spell cards. So, continuing the theme of burning his own life points, we've got Burning Land, which obviously will burn me, but at the same time it's burning him. And with all the other self-burn cards in this deck, he's going to be much, much more nervous and anxious to actually play this card. So he can play it if he wants. He might play it early on and then realise the sheer amount of self-burn in this deck later. We'll have to see. Then we've got just an awful card, Cold Feet. You cannot activate, set, or use the effects of any spell-trap cards this turn. I'm sure there is some sort of niche use for that, but generally it's just pretty awful. I was considering not putting this in because I kind of want him to activate the spell and traps because they're just that bad. But I think if I can stall him for a while, like if he has to play this or wants to play this, then it kind of stalls him for a little bit, so it could let me get a bit of an advantage depending on what he's built me, so we'll have to see. We've got Contract with Don 1000, which is just an all-around pretty shite card, and I think with this deck, obviously he's losing 1,000 life points, we're both getting card advantage, so yeah, it's an okay card, but it's nothing great, which is why I've kind of put it in, and it kind of works well with this deck. Pot of Generosity, just pretty awful. He just loses card advantage completely, putting 2 cards from your hand into your deck. Humble Sentry, so again, losing a card from the hand. So not only is he going to have shit monsters on the field, not only is he going to be burning his own life points, but he's going to be putting any cards he does draw that could potentially save him. Like let's say he pulls a Dry Gumo, he can then just shuffle that back into his deck potentially. We'll have to see. He might not end up playing any of these spell cards at the end of the day, but he might need to if he wants to stay alive. We'll have to see. Next up, we've probably got one of, if not the worst trap ever created, and that is a Pointer of the Red Lotus. So Matt could pay 2,000 life points to reveal his entire hand, look at his opponent's hand, so my hand, and then banish a card from my hand, but only until my next end phase. So we both get hand knowledge. He gets to banish a card, but then I get it back anyway at the next turn. So really, this is a pretty crap card overall. I don't think he'll end up playing it, but if he does, it's just going to burn his life points even more, and realistically, could just end up killing him. So this is the plan. Then we've got Big Win, which again is just going to burn his life points like crazy. Now I'm sure he will sort of declare a low level monster if he does play this card, but we'll have to see. Mirror Wall obviously does allow him to basically stop me attacking, which could potentially deal some damage to myself because he gets to halve my attack points, which then obviously, again, potentially does mean I take damage if I'm attacking a defense monster or attack monster with lower attack. But again, he does have to pay 2,000 life points at the end of the standby phase, so whether he does or not, because this may be the only thing that saves him, he's just going to be burning his life points even more, and he can only have it up for 4 turns, so we'll have to see whether he uses it at all, and if he does, we'll have to see if he actually then keeps it up for any length of time. And finally, we have Skull Invitation, which again does burn me because it's obviously 300 points to each card sent to the graveyard for its owner. But again, he's going to be more worried about self-burn, I think, than I am. Unless he's gone for a very similar strategy, which is obviously very, very possible. But I'm feeling fairly confident that he's not going to do that. So overall, yeah, this is just going to burn him to hell and just stop him ever getting cards in his hand if he chooses to play those spells or traps. And then we go on to the extra deck finally. We have some probably some of the worst extra deck monsters created, in all honesty, bar fusion monsters. So we've got Ally of Justice Light Gazer, fairly awful and very reliant on me having a light monster. Doubt he'll actually be able to summon that though. We've got Thunder Unicorn, which is just a fairly trashy synchro overall. That's why I've got so many Beast Tuners, so he does have the opportunity to summon that, but I doubt he will. Then we've got number 56 Gold Rat, which is arguably the worst Xyz created. Then we've got number 63 Shamaji Soldier. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Again, a fairly awful card, fairly weak, especially for an Xyz, because that's essentially a 3 for 1, so yeah, we'll have to see. Number 85 Crazy Box is probably the best card in this deck, because obviously its effects are optional, so you could just use some of his better effects, but there is a halve your life points. And it's got 3k attack, so this is actually a pretty decent card if he can summon it. He doesn't have too many 4 stars, I suppose he has quite a few, but if he can summon it, great. I just kind of wanted to give him at least one good card so that it's not just a complete railroad, but I do think he's still going to be burning himself too quickly to actually be able to get this card off. And like I said, because I know what's in this deck, I just know that basically I need to attack every turn and stop him getting 2 4-star monsters on the field, and then I'm fine anyway. So, and then finally we have probably some of the worst Link monsters created. We have Akashic Magician. We have 3 copies of Link Disciple, which again is why I have those Cyburst monsters in the deck. And then finally we have a VLAN Hydra. All of these are pretty awful. Like, they have some decent effects, I suppose, but they're not the best. So this is the deck that I've built for Matt. Overall, it's shit, to put it bluntly, and I don't think he's going to have much fun playing with this whatsoever. And I think after 30 seconds of reading through this deck, when he does, he's going to realise very quickly what my goal with this deck was, and that is to just burn himself to hell. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this duel, and I'm very excited to see what Matt has cooked up for me.
Okay, now that you've got the intro out of the way, I can go on and talk to you about the deck that I've made for Jordan. Now, not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared of him using this deck. Not scared because it's amazing, because it's definitely not meta. It's definitely not even that amazing. But if he's given me a deck full of like terrible low-level normal monsters or just terrible troops and normal monsters, then I am going to be scared, because this deck does have some powerful monsters in. There's a small Destiny Hero package for him, which isn't that great, which obviously was the point of me giving it to him. A Grindy Golem as well. Yes, he can go off link plays from the tokens that he uses for the gets from the special summon, but it gives me the Grindy Golem, which I am happy about. He's got a powerful chainsaw insect, but again, the plan with giving him a chainsaw insect, it means it will give me a card when he attacks or I attack it. Absolute King Backjack, he's playing all normal trap cards, so this is a bit of good synergy that I gave him. Following his suit with the sort of the strong level 4 monster over downside, I've given him 2 Lion-Hearted Locomotive, because when he attacks with it, he won't be able to get over all my monsters, hopefully. Steamoid as well, yes, it's deadly on his turn, but then on my turn it is easily destroyed because of its downside. There are 2 Bistro Butchers in his deck, again, just a good way of giving me cards. Treeborn Frog, in my mind I'm allowed to give him because obviously as the way the game progresses, there could always be a situation in which its effect comes off, but I gave him a Treeborn Frog just because I've given him 3 continuous spell cards, so hopefully Treeborn Frog's effect will never come up. He has a hard armour for synergy with the Debris Dragon, 2 Kajoxies, just because I wanted a nice easy vanilla for me to beat over, 2 Sword Stalkers as a tribute, and then 1 Wolf Axe Wielder, his strongest regular vanilla. He has a Banner of Courage, just to get his monster attack up. Battle Waltz, he has got a few Synchros next season there, just for the effect to come up, so I wanted to give him some good cards. He has a Dark Factory Mass Production to get back his vanilla normals, a Heart of the Underdog as well, just to get some extra draws off those, a Polymerization, because that can come up, I'll go into that shortly, a Sogen for the synergy between his normal monsters, which will all be affected, and his Destiny Home monsters will all be affected as well. And he has 3 White Elephant's Gifts in order to give him more cards, just by simply tributing a normal monster he controls. There are 6 of them, so I'm confident he can pull them off a few times. And they Wonder Balloons, which will severely weaken my monsters, but it comes at a detriment to him discarding a card. Okay, now the real plan that I had in mind when we were making a deck for each other was definitely the Gift of Greed and Gift Card, because these are cards that he can activate, so they go past the rules of our game, but they will only benefit me. However, in this deck, they won't only benefit him because it is a strong chance of. Sorry, they won't only benefit me because they will have a strong chance of being chained to. A Paleozoic at the end of it. So he has got 6 Paleozoic cards in here, 5 Paleozoic cards in here to summon. He has a Needle Oak Nest to help get more Paleozoic cards in the graveyard, and maybe a Treeborn Frog in the grave, and a Destiny Hero Dash It in the grave. And he also has a Massive Morph, because this will benefit me in the way it'll double one of my monster's attack points, but he can also benefit him to stop me from attacking his life points directly. So Jordan, are you excited to open my deck? Or your deck, should I say?
I am very excited to open your deck, Matt. I'm very nervous though to see what it could be, because I know you arguably have more card knowledge than I do right now. So
I do.
A lot of those cards that are either going to benefit your opponent, or they're going to really damage yourself in some way, or they're just generally awful cards. Whereas had to be researched. So I have researched it, but it's you obviously knew that previously, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of my research was done, in my spare time watching top 10s on YouTube and stuff. But I can safely say before you do get a good look at it, I think you'll know a lot of these cards because a lot of these are older cards. But it's a good mixture. But yeah, anyway, I'll keep strong and let you get into it.
Awesome. Okay, I'm not liking the fact that I can see some normal monsters. I don't like that at all. I'm also not liking the fact that I can only see 1 polymerization in the main deck, and there's 5 fusion monsters. So that'll be fun to try and summon. I know she gave me Gift of Greed, so enjoy those draws, I guess, if I actually play the spells and traps.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can give them to you, but you have to play them.
Yeah, that's the thing because I was thinking, well, I've given you spells and traps, but while I was thinking it, I was like, well, you could just not play them.
True.
That might be what we have to do. To be fair, depending, I'm looking at the spells and traps you've given me. The monsters aren't too bad, I suppose. The Bistro Butcher could be quite useful. I know it gives you the card advantage, but to be fair, he could be quite useful. Destiny Heroes, I'm liking the Destiny Heroes, to be fair.
I wouldn't if I were you.
I normally like the Destiny Heroes, but evidently I probably won't today.
Yeah, no mush, isn't there? No, you have got some useful ones, I will say that in there.
And to be fair, the extra deck, like I know we've sort of talked about this before, like the extra deck, having a full extra deck is quite kind of difficult to make it bad.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Because there's so many good extra deck cards, it's kind of difficult to make a bad extra deck, to be honest. So, but yeah, no. Overall, to be fair, I mean it's bad, and I definitely would never play this in a serious match ever. Um, but I might be in with a chance, knowing what I know about the deck I've built you.
Oh God. Yeah. Okay. Well, now the moment of the truth. I'm going to open my deck, and yeah, let's get ready for this.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'm just about to look at the deck Jordan's given me. Oh my God! As soon as I saw the Immortal of Thunder, I just thought the F word. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So these are. It's a mixture. Okay, so I've got Key Mouse in there. I can see what looks like another beast type, and I know that keys have synergy with beast types. I've got a Fable in there. But 3 Dragumos, not terrible. However, pairing that with 3 Injection Fairy Lilies, you're trying to cost me a lot of life points, Jordan. I really hope you do. I really do hope you use that Gift of Greed. The gift card I've given you. Okay, Bouncer Lord. So you must have given me a side. Flick Clown is a side burst. Okay, yeah, that's ironic. I can't use... Yeah, cool. Okay, so what's my... Oh, Key Mouse is a tuner, isn't it? Okay. I'm liking this. You really gave me cold feet. Oh my God. Oh God, yeah. Okay, a pointer of the Red Lotus is actually a really good card that sees a lot of play. Again, it cost me a lot of life points, though. Okay, yeah, I don't really want to use Big Win either, not gonna lie. Okay, at least I gave you Paleozoics to benefit from these cards. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, no, there's no way I'm winning this. Wow. Okay, Jegus, accept user. Okay, against... Okay, this is from my point of view, so I'll start this bit if you want. Okay, welcome to the duel. Yeah, we had a funny as hell time making these decks because we didn't realise we could export them. So at least I didn't. Yeah, so I ended up dragging every card for card into it. And I can just say, Jordan, you are off the Christmas list this year. Okay, but... Yeah, I know. Well, no, I mean, I wasn't actually referring to that. I was just referring to the cards. I mean, you've essentially given me the choice of kill myself or don't use a card. They are my choices. Yeah, but I'm not. I've got no Harley Quinn. You know, I've got none of the fun characters as well from the new Suicide Squad film to join me. All right. I don't like him. I didn't like him. Alright. Yeah, I've already chosen mine. Okay. Ooh, okay. Do I want to go first? Do I want to let you go first, or do I want to go first? Knowing what cards we've both got. I kind of want to go second, just because it will allow me to cycle through to one of the less shit cards. But I also don't want you to go first. So I think I'm going to go first. Let's hope I have a play to make from this hand. Kind of feel like I should have done some test hands.
Not only have I got a shit deck, I've got a shit draw.
Okay, I'm going to begin my turn by activating Contract with Don 1000.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so we both take the 1000 life points. I mean, I would ask you if you know what it did, but you put it in the deck, so I'm assuming you do. Alright, and then we both draw a card. And we keep that one revealed, so should we just mill it to begin with? Yeah, we'll mill it. Oh yes! Okay, yeah. So now, so obviously we can't keep it revealed on Dueling Book, but we know what it is. So we'll just write Jordan with slogan here. So basically, because while that one is in your hand revealed, how did I just spell your name wrong? You can't normal summon. Okay, so I'm going to set a card. Oh, yeah, go ahead. No, it just shows, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to set a card, could be anything. I'm going to set a second card. And then I'm going to activate Pot of Generosity and shuffle these 2 cards back into my deck. Oh, no, I didn't want to declare it. Well, now you know what it is, but it's fine. I sent 2 cards back in, so I'll shuffle twice. Okay, I have my turn.
Oh, okie dokie, righty tighty.
I was going to say, during your standby phase, I'm going to activate the pointer at the Red Lotus. So let me get a look at that hand.
Now.
Not one by one, please. We ain't got all that time. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to banish the Bistro Butcher.
What a surprise!
What a surprise indeed. Because that is a shit hand. Yeah. So you got a paleo. That's the only thing you're going to set is the paleo. Which one's that? Oh God, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that gets banished, what, until my standby phase? Oh, wait, no, until your opponent's next end phase. So that's, the end of this turn then, isn't it?
Alright. The end of this turn. Okie dokie, right. See, you've given me a lot of non-effect cards, and I don't have that many non-effect monsters, which is hell. I'm going to start by activating Soldier, because I kind of have to.
Yeah, you kind of have to. I mean, at least I gave you a free draw, didn't I, with my contract with Don 1000?
Very true, it's very nice of you.
Thank you. Oh, could you imagine if you had drawn the white gift of the elephant from it? You would have lost.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Oh man, that would be awful.
Yeah, because...
Do I?
Is it even worth you setting that Pego card?
I don't even know. You know what, I will. It's fine. And then I will actually activate... I think this might have to be what I do in all honesty. I might activate Wonder Balloons. I'm going to send White Elephant's Gift to the graveyard.
Yep, okay, so I put, stick 1 counter on Wonder Balloons, that's fine.
And I will simply end my turn.
Oh yeah, sorry, during your end phase you get your monster back.
I do.
Okay, I'm going to go to my main phase 1. I'm going to normal summon the Immortal of Thunder. Oh my god! Wait a sec.
Oh no!
There's a full stop there.
Yeah, I did think you misplayed.
It's just when it sent. Oh my god! What a shit card!
Probably one of the worst cards in history.
No way! So my best option is to lose 2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god. Okay, well, I'm going to go to my battle phase, and I'm going to attack you for 1,200. I know you can't stop me. Unless you want to give me, 500 extra attack.
No.
Yeah. Okay, the end of my turn.
I am so glad I gave you 3 copies of that card.
I've lost as soon as this fucker dies.
And the problem is, you know that you're dead this turn. Because I can just normal summon the Bistro Butcher.
You can.
And then go to battle phase. Attack into your Immortal of Thunder.
I will chain Mirror Wall.
Oh. Okay.
So you take your 300.
I will take my 300. Goodbye, Bistro Butcher. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, I would have loved to have benefited from that effect, but
I will then. I will just end my turn.
okay. I'll start my turn with the draw.
Are you going to pay?
Sorry. Yeah, I am going to pay for Mirror Wall, because at the moment it's the only thing keeping me alive.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay, I will set a card. Could be anything. Could be the second copy of Mirror Wall. You never know. Okay, main phase 1. My battle phase. Mortal Thunder will get in for 1,200 again.
That is fine.
Okay. Now then, my turn.
Okay.
Immortal Thunder beatdown. Never thought you'd see this.
No, I didn't, to be fair. I hope, for God's sake, it doesn't happen. I will start by normal summoning the Bistro Butcher.
Okay, fair enough.
And then I will. That's pretty interesting, actually. I will then set a card. I'll just end my turn.
Okay, I'll start my turn with draw. Okay, standby phase thinking. Okay. Yeah, I think I've got no choice. Alright, and I'll just end turn.
Who could have guessed that you would have been defeated by a full stop?
That is shite. Honestly, he is shite.
I will.
Clearly did not like Zeus when they made that card.
Yeah, to be fair, like they must have been high. I will send another card to the graveyard.
Yep. Battle Waltz for Wonder Balloons. Okay, that puts our monster down to 900, which means you can crash.
That is true. Apart from I can also normal summon Steamroid.
Nice.
So then, oh, that's also a crash. Oh no, but it gains 500.
No, yeah. So doing a damage step only. Okay.
Fine. Okay, so he is destroyed and I lose. Okay, so I'm going to go first again. Obviously, it went very well for me last time, but... Okay, I'm going to make phase 1. I'm going to set a card. I'll set a second card. I will end my turn.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay, during your standby phase... Oh, sorry. I'll activate a Pointer of the Red Lotus again.
Okie dokie. I will show you my hands.
Oh god, and you've got a decent hand this time as well. Okay, I will choose your locomotive to banish.
That is probably a good idea.
Okay, and then my pointer will go to the graveyard, and on resolution of my pointer going to the graveyard, I will activate Skull Invitation.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, yep, that's me done. Continue with your turn.
I will just, you know what? I will just normal summon. I'll set a card, and then battle phase. I will attack into you directly.
That's fine. I will take 1,800. Okay, and then I will draw my 2 cards thanks to your Butcher's effect.
Enjoy those 2 cards.
Oh, I will do. Thank you very much.
Okay, now end phase. I will get my locomotive back.
You shall. Okay, thank you. I'll draw. Okay, so thinking. Okay. Okay, so main phase 1. First off, I'm going to normal summon Balancer Lord to the field. Okay, I will then activate his effect. So I'll pay my 1,000 life points in order to normal summon an extra Cyburst monster. So I will normal summon Flick Clown to the field. Oh, okay, actually, there's probably a better way to do it. Oh god, yeah, that wouldn't work. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to overlay my 2 level 4 monsters. I know, in order to summon my Crazy Box. Okay, then I'm going to go to battle phase, and my Crazy Box will attack your Beast Ray Butcher. I mean, you sure you don't want to activate that massive morph? Okay, so main phase 2, I'm going to start off by setting a card face down, and then Yeah, there's no need for me to do that at the moment. I will just end my turn. Oh, did you also take your 300 for your butcher being sent to the graveyard? From School Invitation.
Okay, I will set a card. Next turn.
Okay, brilliant. I'll start my turn with a draw. Okay, main phase of... yeah. Okay, I will use the effect of my crazy box.
Okay.
And I will detach all my monsters to roll dice. First of all, we'll take my 300 from School Invitation. Let's roll that dice. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Shit! No way! No! No! Oh my god! Oh my god! And that's another six. That's another 600. Oh my god! I jinxed it. I jinxed it. What in hell? Oh my god! Oh my god! Comments, please be nice to me. Okay, so I'm going to normal summon the Beast Red Butcher, and Beast Red Butcher will attack your monster.
I hate to do this to you.
Wow, I did not realise it had that much defence. Okay, that's another 300 for me. Oh my god, okay. I'm going to main phase 2, and because I don't want to give you another monster, I'm going to chance it all on Contract of 1000. Okay, mine's big win. What's yours? Ah, Wolfax Wielder. Okay. Shit, you won. I'm pretty sure you won this.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I was on my turn. I did not realise that so much defence. That is embarrassing. Oh my god. These have got to be the worst defeats on the land.
It has been. It honestly looks pretty bad, Matt. In all honesty.
I mean, a 1 in 6 chance for it to be. Oh, sorry, a 2 in 6 chance for it to be a negative effect, and. Oh wow. I shouldn't have got cocky. I should have just kept attacking with it. Should have just kept attacking. I had a good plan going forward, but...
Right, I will start by normal summoning. Okay, so I will start by normal summoning a second light-hearted locomotive in attack position.
Yep, no problem.
And
then I will overlay them.
Yeah, because they can't beat Oath My Butcher by themselves.
To overlay Pendransaction. I did get that right.
Yep. Oh, I think it's got transaction in the name. Or sounds like it does, yeah. You going to use its effect?
No, I'm not. Then I will attack into your Bistro Butcher for 200 points of damage and 300 for the Skull Invitation.
Yep, no problem.
One more monster. Ooh.
Oh no. Okay. I'm going main phase 1. I will normal summon the mighty Jiraigumo.
Oh, shit.
Now, I'll go to battle phase. Jiraigumo will attack your monster. Attack's going through no matter what, but let's just flip for the life points. Oh, heads. Oh, yes, don't take 250. Alright, so you will take 900 from School Invitation and your 200 from...
The different.
Yeah, that did not go well. Okay.
No. Oh, wow. Okay, so I will just end my turn.
Yeah, well done. Very good.
Well, I have pressed to end turn, but... Oh, I suppose I should say as well, not that it matters because my life points are dangerously low, but because we're supposed to keep that card revealed, obviously you don't need to, but if you should tell me if you set Wolfax Wielder, like I'll tell you if I set my big win. Because at the moment my big win's still in my hand.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, because you know, like if we were playing physically with cards and you had to keep it revealed, I would see you set it. That's just my thinking behind it.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, well I've just set Wolfax Wielder.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Okay, so I will. Oh shit! No, I can't risk that play. Okay, so I will just go battle phase. You know what? Actually, I think I could risk it at some point. Fucking, I need to stop touching that bloody air. Okay, I am going. You ready for this? I'm going to normal summon Yoko Tuner,
Oh.
and I will use its effect to special summon a second Yoko Tuner from my hand.
Oh shit.
Okay, and then I'm going to overlay the two in order to special summon my Shimoji Soldier.
Fair enough.
I know, right? Okay, and I'm going to use Shimoji Soldier's second effect to get for both of us to gain 1,000 life points. So I'll take my 300 first of all, and then I'll be gaining 1,000. To be fair, maybe I should have attacked first, but I'm not sure which order would have happened. Probably would have lost first. Okay, so I will go battle phase, and Jiraigumo will attack your monster. I'll call heads. Yeah, I'll call heads again. Oh shit! So I take 600. So yeah, gain life points wasn't really a good thing. Oh sugar. Okay, I'll just go and end my turn.
I will just set a card and end my turn.
No problemo. Okay, I'll start my turn. Main phase 1, unless you've got anything in standby phase.
No, that's fine.
Okay, I will declare the effect on my Shimoji Soldier, and I will detach its last succeed unit, so I'll take 300, but we will both be getting 1,000 again.
That's fine.
So this is helping you out a lot, annoyingly, but there we go. So I will now summon the fabled Katish, I'm assuming you pronounce it. I will then synchro for 5 in order to summon Thunder Unicorn. So I will take 600 from that synchro summon. Okay, sorry, I'm in the main phase. Okay, so I'll go battle phase and I'll have my Thunder Unicorn attack your monster.
That is fine. That's my absolute
Okay,
king
I think
action.
after.
Yeah, so annoyingly, that now puts his effect online.
Stand by main. Okay. Okay. I do take 300 for that.
Oh yes, as well, from Batjack, Vincent.
I'll start by... I will normal summon the Beast of Butcher. The absolute
Fair
shot.
enough.
I will then activate Paleozoic Eldonia.
Okay, so that will go to 2,300 attack. Yep.
And then battle phase, I will...
Yep, Paleozoic, goes to grave, you take your 300.
And then I will attack into your Thunder Unicorn.
If only this had a quick effect. Okay, so that'll go to grave, I'll take 400 total, let's just do it that way, and then I'll get to draw my 2 cards.
You will. End phase, Beast of Butcher loses his buff, and end turn.
Yep. Okay, I will start my turn. I will go to main phase. I will start my turn with a normal summon of Chainsaw Insect. I will go to battle phase, and Chainsaw Insect will attack your Beast Butcher.
That is fine. That is 600. And then
Yep, and then 300 from... Yep, and then you get to draw a card as well.
that is good to see.
Yep, and then I will just end my turn.
I will start by normal... Oh, that's going to hurt. That's fine. I will start by normal summoning Debris Dragon,
Yep.
which
I
allows
thought
me to
so.
target a monster with 500 or less attack, of which there is only one.
Yep.
So I will special summon my absolute king Backjack. I will
No
then
problem.
send both of these to the graveyard.
Yep, for the Samsara... I think it's Samsara. That's...
That
Yep.
is
600.
Samsara Dragon of Rebirth, which I will special summon in
Yeah.
defense for obvious reasons.
Oh, okay, no, I was wrong, because I thought I could destroy it. But...
And then I will end my turn.
Yep, no problem. Alright, I'll start my turn. See if I can put one crazy box as well.
Honestly, that was clutch getting Crazy Box out, and I'm really surprised we've actually both been able to synchron XE summon this game.
So am I, and I'm surprised this game's lasted for as long as it has. I don't know if there's a way out of this for me. If only you didn't place your monster in that middle zone. Okay, I will just normal a Dragumo and end my turn. Or if I had one more crazy box, that would have been fine.
If only.
Or if I didn't blow up my first crazy box.
I will start by activating Battle Axe.
Oh, shitting hell. Okay.
So, yeah, you can't take battle damage from that battle, obviously, but I still have two 2.6k defenders, which is nice.
You do. Okay.
I do take my 300.
Yep, Battle Walt's going to the grave. See, if I didn't give you that 2,000 life points, you'd be on 2,000. I mean, admittedly, I'll probably be dead, but... Good thing I didn't give you any rank 5 monsters. I didn't think it would come up.
Okay, you've lost this turn. I will
shit.
start
Okay.
by... I mean, it's going to be quite a life point heavy move, but I'll take it anyway.
Okay.
I will start by activating Polarization.
Oh god, yeah.
And I will
Okay.
send my Kochikoki and my Sword Stalker to the graveyard.
Yeah.
To
Oh
allow
god.
me to special summon Albion, the Essence of Vanity.
Yeah, did I give you any 8s? Okay, so you'll take 900 total.
Do you mean
I don't
7s?
think I did. Oh no, it's a 7, damn it. Oh, the 7 that I gave you was, oh, it was not an odd eye thing, wasn't it? Shit.
Correct.
Okay.
So I can now send my, I take my 900, yeah.
Yeah, you've done your 900.
I will then synchro summon using my token and my Essence of Vanity.
Yep, that's fine. You can only take 300 for that, because the token won't actually go to the grave.
Correct. Just updating, there we go. So I take my 300 for that. But then I do
Yeah.
get to special summon Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon.
Shit, yep.
Now,
Okay,
I
you
don't
don't get
have
its
anything in
effect.
Pendulum Zone, which is obviously fine. Although your monsters can't activate their effects during the battle phase, which is good to see.
Yeah. Okay. When you declare to move to battle phase, I will activate the Gift of Greed. So you can draw 2 cards.
Okay, thank you.
And then I will send my cards to the graveyard and I'll end this duel on my terms. You do not get the satisfaction of attacking me. All right, yeah. So Jordan has won the first of these duels between us, where we built each other's deck. Not sure how. Yeah, you weren't. Not. Go ahead. I was just going to say, this is more of an outro thing, so I probably should have left it. Yeah, so not sure how regular these are going to be, but obviously if you liked, the idea for these duels between us is going to be something quite, with lots of weird and wacky and random stipulations. You know, we've had lots of ideas in our heads of like custom rule duels, ones where we can't have to build a deck using, like, we've got a wheel to spin where we could completely eliminate certain card types from the game. So we've got wacky ideas in our head for more things like this. But again, the first shot, I think this turned out all right. Yeah, and I'm also happy that you've now got some more education on some cards that I gave you. That you can then use in other duels, together. So I'm glad that I got to educate as well, potentially. Because think about it, even that Albion that you eventually then use to win isn't even a bad card, really. But yeah, like you gave me the worst sort of burn deck possible because it was burning myself. But yeah, so there we have it, guys. Jordan is the victor of this first one. But yeah, like we said, if you like what you see, then let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. I am the king of making bad decks.
Oh no! Because after you pull this, if we ever do this again, you are getting the worst deck possible. I try to be a little bit nice for a good duel, but look, if I can make this deck somewhat work, then then we can make any deck somewhat work, can't we?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. That's the good takeaway from this.
That is a good takeaway. All right, we will see you guys later.
See you next time.